Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about chapter number 3, drainage. After studying this chapter, we'll be able to understand about Himalayan rivers and the Peninsula rivers of India and the importance of rivers and lakes. By studying this chapter, we'll be able to understand about drainage basin, drainage system in India, and both the rivers. If we talk about the term drainage describes the river system of an area. In India, we have different rivers. If we look out the map of India, you can see small streams which are coming together and forming one single system that is being termed as a river system. Like for example, if we take an example of river Indus and its tributaries, it's been called as an Indus river system. Ganga and its tributaries called as an Ganga river system. Now, the area drained by single river system is called as an drainage basin. The area which is drained by Indus and its tributary we call as a drainage basin of river Indus river system. Now, the drainage pattern made by the river, depending upon the slope of the land and the rock structure and the climatic structure, different rivers they make different patterns. Like for example, if we take an example, this is the type of radial drainage pattern in which the rivers they are flowing from the top of the mountain and their stream is flowing in the different direction from the central peak like structure which we call as an radial drainage pattern. Then we have the second drainage pattern which we call as an dendritic. If you look properly, this dendritic drainage pattern look like the branches of the tree. Then the third we have rectangular drainage pattern, and the fourth we have trellis drainage pattern where the rivers they join almost at the angle of 90°. Now, if we compare the two river systems, the Himalayan river system and the Peninsula river system, the Himalayan river system, they originate from the glacier. As they originate from the glacier, they consist of large amount of water, and that is the reason that they have been called as a perennial river. The catchment area of these rivers is very large, and they do a lot of erosional activity, and these rivers they are very useful for the irrigation. Apart from this, the rivers which are found in the peninsular part of India, we call them as what? Peninsula river system. They originate from the plateau and the catchment area is small and they have been involved in low erosional activity, and these rivers they are seasonal in nature. If we talk about the course of the river course consists of three parts, that is the upper course, middle course and the lower course. All these three courses they have been involved in the different activity. Just look at this with the help of the diagram. If you see the diagram, this area we call as an upper course of the river. In the upper course of the rivers, different tributaries, different small streams which we call as in tributaries which are coming together and joining the main rivers. They are involved in a lot of erosional activities. Then we have the second stage of river which we call as a mature stage, or we call it as the middle stage of the river. The speed of the rivers become comparatively slow, and that is the reason the rivers start making the serpent-like movement which we call as an meander, and they also make oxbow lakes over there. And then we have the third stage of the river which we call as an old stage or the lower course of the river, where the water of the river is very high. The river flows in a very slow movement and they are involved in a lot of depositional activity they form a lot of deltas, and ultimately we have the last thing that we call as a river mouth, where the river join to some sea or the ocean. Again, another diagram where you can see the delta which is being made by the river and the river mouth. This is how the river meanders, making a serpent like movement. Now, if we talk about the Himalayan river system, we have three main river system over there, that is the Ganga river system, Brahmaputra river system, and the Indus river system. All these three rivers together we call as an Himalayan river system. If we see, look at the map of river Indus, the river Indus originate from China, from Tibet, that is from the Mansarovar Lake. From the Mansarovar Lake, the river comes to the Jammu and Kashmir, and from Jammu and Kashmir, the river moves to the Pakistan and provides large amount of water to the Pakistan, and ultimately puts its water in the Arabian Sea. Now, if we talk about the Indus river system, the total length of river Indus in India is very less. Maximum amount of length of river Indus is in Pakistan. So we used to have fight with Pakistan for the usage of water of river Indus. But in 1960, we had a treaty which we call as an Indus Water Treaty, and in this treaty, we are using only 20% of water, and the rest of the water is been given to the Pakistan, because so that they can have their different agriculture activity and the generation of hydroelectricity. And Indus River consists of a large number of tributaries, River Jhelum, River Chenab, River Ravi, Vyas, all together they join to River Indus in Pakistan and gives water to Pakistan as well as India. The total length of River Indus is approximately 2,900 kilometers. Next, we talk about the Ganga River system. The Ganga River system is the largest river of India's subcontinent, and it forms the Ganga plain of the northern India as well as Bangladesh. The total length of river Ganga is approximately 2,500 kilometers. If we see the location of river Ganga, the river Ganga originates from the Gangotri glacier, from where the river is not been called as Ganga, it's been called as in Bhagirathi. Then in Dev Prayag, Alaknanda and Bhagirathi both joined together. From there we start calling this river as river Ganga, and then the river comes to Uttarakhand, from Uttarakhand to Uttar Pradesh, then Uttar Pradesh to Bihar, and then in West Bengal, the river divides into two parts. The part that is the distributary of river goes to Bangladesh, and another distributary goes to the West Bengal, and this distributary is called as an river Hooghly. This is the picture showing of river Alaknanda and river Bhagirathi. Both are joining together at Dev Prayag. You can see the difference, the water coming from river Bhagirathi and Alaknanda. This is how, if you see, the river Ganga has so many tributaries. There are many tributaries which are coming from the peninsular part of India. So these all are the peninsular tributary of river Ganga, like river Son is there, river Chenab is, river Chambal is there, river Kane is there, and other tributaries which are coming from the northern part of from the Himalayas, like river Gandhak is there, river Ghagra is there, river Yamuna is there. All together, the drainage basin of river Ganga is the largest in India. This is all the information which is being given here. The length of river Ganga, and the Ganga, when it enters in Bangladesh, we call it as in Padma. And this Ganga river and the Brahmaputra river, both of them, they make the delta, largest delta, that is called as an Sundarban Delta, which covers the area of West Bengal and Bangladesh. Then we have the third river system, which we call as an Brahmaputra river system. River Brahmaputra, it has been called as an Dehang river when it enters in India. Then it covers the area of Arunachal Pradesh, then in Assam, and then from Assam the river goes to the Bangladesh. The river consists of large amount of water. The rivers, it originate from China, from the east of Mansarovar Lake, and then it covers the large area of China. It takes a U-turn and then it enters in Arunachal Pradesh. When the river Brahmaputra is there in China, it consists of less amount of silt in it because of the cold climatic condition. The river is involved in very less amount of erosional activity. When the river enters in India, here the climatic conditions are not very cold, and because of the large amount of rainfall received in Assam, the amount of water in river Brahmaputra increases and it get involved in large amount of erosional activity, and here it makes the largest delta, which we call as an Sundarban Delta. And this river Brahmaputra also made the largest inhabited riverine island, which is also called as an Majuli. There is the map showing of river Brahmaputra as well as river Ganga. Now let's talk about the second part of river, that is the Peninsula River. The peninsular rivers in our countries, they are in the peninsular part of India. They consist of river Narmada, river Tapi, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. These peninsular rivers, they have been divided into two parts again. One is east flowing rivers, another one is the west flowing river. Let's relate with the help of the map. Now if we see this map, the rivers which are putting its water into Arabian Sea, which are main two, that is the one is the river Narmada, another one is river Tapi. These two rivers, they are called as an west flowing rivers. The rest of the rivers like river Mahanadi, because that is moving towards the east direction, river Godavari again towards the east direction, river Krishna towards east. These all are called as an east flowing